Hi, my name is Kortnee Walton. I just turned 22 about a month ago. I am born and raised in Springfield. I've been here my whole life. I have two siblings. I have a brother and a sister. My sister is the oldest, and my brother is the middle child. I enjoy the small town feel of Springfield. I think some experiences that I've had as in my younger days that have shaped me as an individual would be growing up as the youngest. I feel like it made me very compassionate and a good listener. Going into my teenage years, I felt like I was close enough with my parents to tell them anything because I was the last one left, so I was always really close to them. The people that I grew up around, because Springfield is so small, you normally go to elementary school with the majority of the same people unless you move. Then you go to high school with those same people. So there are a lot of people that I've known since I was 8 or 9 years old, a little kid, played sports with them at the YMCA. I've just always known a lot of people, I guess. When I was born with water in my eardrums. So I could not hear or walk when I was born. I had to get tube surgery at a very young age. Looking back on it, I don't know if it makes a huge difference in my life. It's not something that I really think about. So I fell in love with sports at a really young age just because my dad always played sports and my brother played sports. So it was kind of one of those things that I had no choice in it really. I had to do it. I started basketball, I would say probably around 3 years old. As soon as I was able to grasp concepts of what sports were, I started playing sports. The accident in my life is when I tore my ACL and meniscus. It was during a volleyball game, and it was very unfortunately the night of one of our high school dances. When it first happened, I don't think anybody realized what was going on at first. They got rushed to the emergency room from the game. And while we were there, the doctors thought I had just dislocated my knee or something like that. So I got sent home with a brace, was told not to do sports for at least a week. And my mom was persistent on the idea that that was not what was going on, just because the amount of pain that I was in. That Monday morning, we went to the orthopedic walk-in clinic and they did some tests and they were like, yeah, she needs to get an MRI to figure out what's going on. I had to wait about, I want to say a week or two. The swelling was really bad, so they wanted to make sure that some of the swelling went down and things like that before the test. The MRI scans just showed that I tore my ACL and my meniscus was going to need to be replaced. At the time, it made me feel like I lost everything. Sports was my whole life up until that point. I played 2 sports all year round. I was doing basketball and volleyball all year round. Especially to a high schooler, I think one of the first thoughts in my mind was, oh my goodness, I can't go to the dance. The night it happened, I was like, I can't go to the dance. After finding out that I would have to get 2 surgeries and it was going to be a really long recovery, all I could think is I turned 16 soon and I won't be able to drive. So all the things that were on my mind were, looking back on it, minuscule, small things in the grand scheme of they didn't know if I was ever going to be able to run again. They didn't know if I was ever going to be able to 100% recover from the situation.
Not the lip link Q-tips. I don't think you should record that.
I'm 22 now. When I first turned 20, yeah, it was a little scary because it's the first year out of teens. I think it was exciting because I was growing up and going to be done with college in the next few years, so I was excited about that. One thing in my 20s that I struggled with and that I still continue to struggle with is keeping the right people around me. Because, when you turn 20, you're not that far away from being 16. You're not that far away from being 15. So you still have friends that you've gone down different paths in life and you want to still be friends with them and want to still connect with them, but sometimes it's just not what you need to do because you guys are on different paths in life. I struggled with that a lot. I still struggle with that today. I also struggle with the in-between of being a full adult and still being a young adult. So you struggle with the type of decisions that you have to make a little bit. Right now, success to me is finding stability in my life, getting done with school, finding a good job, being successful would equal being happy to me. I would say it's not monetary value for me. It's more so finding myself and finding what I want to do in life and being happy with that. I feel like I struggled with finding my purpose in life a lot when I was younger. I would say when I was in high school, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. After the accident, I kind of got on a path where I figured out what I wanted to do just because of the support system that I had, my occupational therapist, my physical therapist, my actual counselor, therapist, like they helped me realize that's what I wanted to do with my life. Because of how much they helped me, I wanted to help other people. What help do I need right now to excel in my 20s? I would say guidance. Not that I don't have guidance. I have great mentors and like I'm on a great path in my life. But when you're in your 20s, it's easy to think like, oh, I went through this before, I know this. But it's always good to accept guidance from people and realize when you need guidance. I would say the kind of guidance that I need would be more the financial thing, figuring out what type of investments to make, what are good investments and what are bad investments at this time. Especially when I get done with school, I think that'll be a big thing I'll need guidance with. If there was an organization that could help me navigate my 20s, I think it would be an organization that would help me with finding your place in life as an adult. In the next 5 years, I'm hoping to have my own practice and be able to help, people who were once in my position that felt like the whole world was ending, but it wasn't. So that's what I want to do. I want to help people and help them feel better. To other 20-year-olds that, other people in their 20s that don't know what they want to do, I would tell them don't stress about it. It's not that big of a deal. You're still young. And people in their 40s and 50s can switch careers and find different things that they enjoy in life. So I would just say, don't stress about it too bad. Have different experiences. Experience a lot of things. The more things you can experience, the more you'll know, oh, I like this, oh, I don't. So I would say just go out there and experience things, meet new people. For fun, I hang out with friends, and I like to go out a little bit. I want to say that this is a great thing that is happening, talking to people in their 20s. I can't wait to see what the people who are 28 and 27, older than me, have to say.